Okay children, till now we have seen how to form frame yes or no questions with when it has auxiliary verb, main verbs. When the verbs are present, with the help of auxiliary verb, with the help of be verbs, we are framing yes or no questions. When there are no auxiliary, so by this time we understand that auxiliary verbs are important over there. We are framing with them. Then when we do not have, it is not showing in the sentence, if the sentence is not showing any particular auxiliary verb or modal verb, then how to frame the yes or no question. Let's see. Okay children, see here, making yes or no questions without the be verb or an auxiliary or modal verb. Okay, without this. So this all things are not there, not a be verb, not an auxiliary verb, not a modal verb. Then how to frame it? So here, for example, I have a problem. Then you say, teacher, here have is, maybe by mistake you wrote it, because have is a auxiliary verb. Yes, is an auxiliary verb, but sometimes have, has or have, do, will, they will work as a main verb. So here even the sentence I have a problem, have is working as a main verb children. It is a main verb. Don't get confused it as a as a auxiliary verb. Next sentence, she loves tennis. So if you see here clearly, we don't have, no need to get confused, you have again a main verb, loves. Then another one, they found the answer. They found the answer. Here it is a found is your main verb. In such cases, how to identify or how to frame the yes or no questions. What we do here when it is acting in such way there are only main verbs. First we identify the tense of the verb. For example, I have a problem. It is in which tense children? Present. Perfect. Have is there. So I have a problem is nothing. I have a problem is nothing but present perfect. So whenever the sentence is in present tense, we use do as the auxiliary verb. Do, we use do. Remember this. This is a hint, or you have to remember that whenever in a sentence there is only a main verb, first identify which tense it is. So as I said, it is in present, when all present perfect or only present tense, present continuous, again difference again children. If it is present perfect or present tense, simple present tense, use do as your auxiliary verb. What you have to use? Do. Understand? So here, as I said, have, will, they act as normally they act as main verb in sometimes in sentences. So in such sentences, you have to use do. So use do. Write the auxiliary verb first. Then write do. I have a problem. Do I have a problem? Do you have a problem? Normally it comes like that. Okay. So let's see, she loves tennis. When you say here, she is your subject, loves is your, here loves is your verb, main verb, tennis is your object. Then how to change this sentence? So first identify it is in which tense? Loves. From the verb you can identify it is in which tense. As I said, have is in present form. So it is loves, it is in simple present form. So here, but we cannot use do here. We cannot use do. Do only we have used, but here I will say we cannot. So here we use does. Why teacher? Why does? Just now you said for present tense we are going to use do. Then how did you change to does? Because when the subject is third person singular. When the subject is third person singular. So what children, what we find to the verb s or es is added. The suffix s or es to make it singular. Okay, so whenever you find s or es in the verb on the subject is third person singular, that means he, she, it or any noun, singular noun. It should be singular noun or pronoun he, she, it. These are considered as third person singular. To that verb, you will always find s or es, the suffix s or es added to the verb. To such verb, we use does. So here, does she love? We don't use again loves, children, because we are using does here. So whenever you use does, the s or es we remove. Because we are not using does, in other words, you can say she does love tennis. The sentence comes, she does love. But because we do not write does here in the sentence, so that yes, we add it to the main verb. So it will be easy to identify whenever you have s or es to a sentence. So immediately you can see the subject. It must be in third person singular, he, she, it or any singular noun. Then use does as your auxiliary verb. Understand? Then the sentence as it is. Does she love tennis? Understand, children? Do you get it? Shall we take one more sentence? For example, she, or okay, I'll say my teacher writes neatly. Okay, my teacher writes neatly. If you see my teacher, it is in third person singular, one person, and it is a noun. Okay, that's why noun singular, third person singular. So if you see the verb has s added to it. So what is the auxiliary verb we are going to use, children? Does. Does my teacher write neatly? So children, what we did? We have removed the s or es as we are adding does here. So this is the way to frame sentence when, to frame question when you do not have an auxiliary be verb or it's not visible in the sentence. How to frame with the do or does. So it's very important to identify the tense over there. So simple present tense two way where you'll have okay, let me explain you with another example, children. For example, okay, let me say if you write my teachers write neatly. See here, the same sentence I have taken, but here my teachers, that means here the singular subject I have made it into plural. Okay, children, so according to our subject agreement rule, my teacher write, singular subject takes singular verb, plural subject is plural verb. So what is the auxiliary verb we are going to use, do or does? Tell me, how to? So as I said, only for third person singular we have to use does. Only for third person singular. Yes, my teacher's third person, but not singular, it's plural. So what is the verb we have to use? Do. Do my teachers write neatly? Did you get me, children, here? With the two example, you must be clear with that. So where to use do, where to use does. So normally to a present tense, when you have has, have, you can use. But when it is in a simple present tense and you have this thought, third person singular, does, where to use. If you have, for example, if I explain here, okay, let me take the same example. I have a problem. Here, I have a problem. I'll change I into she. She has a problem. So here again, has is working as your main verb. We do not have any auxiliary verb here. So what is the auxiliary verb we are taking? As I said, do here. Will you? Which? The subject you have to see again. Where the subject is in. The subject is third person singular. So, does she? Does she has a, see here. Do I have a problem? And does she has a problem? Understand children here? When the subject is in third person singular, only we have to use does, irrespective of have or has. It must be in present tense. Then we can identify that it is simple, only present tense. So we have to use do or does depending upon the subject. If it is a third person singular, does. If rest of all the persons, if the verb is not carrying s or es, then we must add do. Okay children, I hope it is clear with you by this. If not, please solve with do. With the simple present tense, you solve many sentences, you will be able to understand. So let's see here. I'll explain you another form of do. So suppose if I take a sentence, okay, here I have wrote, they found the answer. Okay. Let me write it more clearly here children. They found the answers. Okay, they found the answer. So if you see, they is your subject, found is your verb, the answer is your object. So how to? First identify the verb. Verb is, it is found is the main verb. So you are not using this as an auxiliary verb, it is a main verb. Yes, obviously found is a main verb. We can't say as an auxiliary verb here. So when, but which tense it is in? Identify the tense, important. So if you see with the verb, it is past tense. What is the present form of found? Find. Find, found. Okay. Yes. So whenever the sentence is in past tense, when you have your verb is in past tense, use the do. The do verb will change to, the do auxiliary verb will change to did. For past you are going to use did as the auxiliary verb children. Understand? So here if you see, did they find the answer? Question mark. So here children, I just wanted to understand, whenever we use did, then we must use the present form of the verb. We are same as with, we are removing the s with does, here also we have to use the present form of the verb with did. So did they find the answer? Is your, the question frame of yes or no. Yes, they found. No, they did not found. For no, but this should, the framing of the sentence would start with the framing of the question would start with did as the auxiliary verb. So do past form is did. So here when the sentence, the sentence is in past form, you have to use did as the auxiliary verb, and you have to change. These are two things you have to put in your mind. You have to use the present form of the verb in the place of verb. Okay, we'll see the further part in our next video children.